Hi everyone, this is Frank DeMore again with the last Chronicles of Planet Earth, and today, March 19th, 2012, I was showing you the developments showing us that Psalm 83 war is actually coming towards us faster than most people think. Now, if this is the first time you knew anything about Bible prophecy or don't know anything about the Psalm 83 war, the names listed on the left-hand side are the names of the Old Testament, and to the right, you'll see the modern-day names. And all of these people, the Lord shows us in this Psalm, Psalm 83, that they'll be attacking Israel in the last days, thinking that they're going to wipe Israel out. It says in that Psalm that they'll be coming down together, counseling with themselves, thinking that Israel's name wouldn't even be anymore, which shows us that they're thinking that they're going to wipe them out. Now, in the background here, you will see, as you go through all of these names, you will see that Iran's name is not mentioned in this war, and there's a reason for it. Well, the reason is they're not in this war. They're in the next war, which will be the Ezekiel war, of which Iran is a major ally to the Russians, who are actually the ones who lead that attack against Israel. But the Iranians will be right by their side. And you'll see this in Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. Now, what I wanted to show you is, even though that Russia will be leading that war with Iran, Iran will not have any influence in the Psalm 83 war as far as being a military aggressor with tanks and so forth. They may be playing a part in there, helping the Palestinians and the Gaza Strip and the Hamas and the Hezbollah to get ready and sending in arms and encouraging them to come against Israel to wipe them out. That's definitely their case right now. And here's some proof of that. There was an article that came out today, and here's the link to it. And I'm going to go right to that link. Click that link and you'll see, as soon as it uploads, it takes a few seconds. Israel's official Iranian military experts operating in Gaza, the same place where we see one of the groups of the people for Psalm 83. Iran pressured Islamic Jihad and popular resistance groups in Gaza to continue firing rockets into Israel despite ceasefire, says the high-ranking Jerusalem official. Now, remember, I just gave a video showing that on March the 16th, Israel gave the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip an ultimatum to stop firing those rockets or they would move in on them again. And obviously, Iran is encouraging and has encouraged the Palestinians and the terrorists not to stop, and they did that. And as you saw from my previous video at my site, they started to launch more rockets into Israel today. Now, according to this article, it says Iranian military experts are active in the Gaza Strip and in Sinai. According to the high-ranking official in Jerusalem, the official said that the Iranians entered the areas via Sudan and Egypt and added that some of the rocket launching system in Gaza were manufactured under Iranian supervision. The senior source also claimed that the Islamic Jihad continued to fire rockets at Israel even after the recent ceasefire was announced, because the Iranians pressured that organization and the popular resistance groups to continue acting against Israel. Says that Israel has agreed to all requests by Egypt to step up its own military activity in the Sinai desert, but the official said no significant military operations have been carried out recently. Several terror groups are now at large in Sinai, the source explained. So we see that there's problems in Egypt coming for Israel. And but the main gist of this article, as you can see, is Iran's influence, heavy influence in the what is presently taking place between Israel and the Palestinians. And what is going to happen, is what I can see is going to happen, is Israel's going to have to make a response to these people that are sending in these rockets. And with this response, we may see the Psalm 83 war. So Again, just about every article that I'm seeing coming out of Israel, we see the footsteps leading up to this war, and you'll see the hand that is pushing this prophecy. And that would be the Iranian influence, is a mega influence in this area. And so what does that tell us? Well, the Psalm 83 war will be carried out soon. I can't give you what exact date. We do know that it's coming. But as soon as that Psalm 83 war is finished, we see that because Iran's allies, who are all mentioned here, were defeated, that's going to tick them off even more. And they will make the alliance with Russia, because Russia is friendly with most of these nations. And then they will make an assault on Israel, thinking that they are going to wipe out Israel like those nations in Psalm 83 were going to wipe them out. And you will find out in that Ezekiel war that in that war also is won by the Jews, because God intervenes, and he's the one who will have his name sanctified as he comes to the aid of the Jews who are being inundated by Iran, Ethiopia, Turkey, and the Russians and other Islamic nations who try to wipe them out, just like they tried to do in Psalm 83. So we need to keep our watch on the news, because it's definitely happening. Signs of the last days showing us that we have not much time left before the Lord comes back, and you need to get right with Jesus today. So that means accept Christ today, because the good news is the Lord is coming for those who believe in him, and you need to get right with God before he comes.